Welcome back to another fashion show. I'm Jacob Books Corner, and today we are here talking about my book/life goals in 2024. For 2023, with a little bit of reflection here, of course. One of my biggest changes is the fact that Emma died. As my cat, her name was Emma Lou. Or Emmy. She died on the 14th of December. It'll be a week on Thursday. I don't know. She's been one of my only constants, and I figured because we were talking about life here, and there's like some really big things for life in this section, I would like to mention it. I guess one of the big things I don't really talk about on the channel is I have been off work for over a year. I left my previous job for reasons I can't really explain, and then I did have another job. Don't get me wrong, I worked from January till about May at another job, which I've documented a little bit in some of these processes and stuff, some books and stuff, like done clips there or whatever it might be, and it was an okay experience, but it doesn't really matter, right? In this past year, I got to do a lot of things I wouldn't be able to normally do. I got to read as if I would normally be like normal. I got to read a lot, which is great. You're gonna see my drop in my goal is significant between this year and last year, or this new year and this past year. That's simply because I'm switching gears from being a strictly reading channel to more like a reading and writing channel, as writing is going to take over my life such in a significant way that I wanted to prioritize it as much as I would prioritize reading. So I'm gonna read a bunch, but maybe just not as much. I don't know. We'll see as we move into the new year. But with her gone, but for instance, part of the reason why I'm pre-recording this on the 20th and not waiting, other than the fact that we do have family coming into town, which I'm so excited about, it's because we bring her home tomorrow, and I've never had that process. I've never had an animal that it's not buried in the backyard or something. That's not the point of this video. It's just a reflection, type of thing. I'm curious to see a year from now when I come back to either rewatch this video or sit down to do this video. I'd like to see where Jacob is. I would be really curious to see where that Jacob is at, who that Jacob is, because I have a feeling that Jacob is just gonna be so vastly different. I know for a fact a big reason about that is the fact that I don't have my best friend by my side every single day. I'm so grateful for a year off, almost as if the world is dude, you can't be working this year. This is her final year of life. You have to be there for her. And I tried my absolute hardest this year. I can 110% say that. I wanted to be by her side all year long. And so that's one of the most grateful things and one of the biggest reflections. Another big reflection is we have grown so much this year, which is phenomenal. So many more people have found this channel and has found the channel to be cozy and lovely, which is the whole goal of the channel. I want to be as accepting as humanly possible. So thank you so much if you've stayed for whatever reason it might be. It means so much to me, and so I just hope we continue to grow. That's a big reflection, and I don't think I was able to do some of the funner things, and we'll see as some of those things are on this list, as if for the new year and things are those lines. So I'm just completely grateful. Thank you so much for everybody, and thank you for everybody who is taking with me in the new year, who is finding these videos after the new year. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk about some of our goals. I'm hoping to start to work. I want to start working again. I had a job interview a few weeks ago, and I think it went really well. I'm supposed to find out at some point this week. I'm hoping that I got that job. I'm hoping that's the job I'm going to be working at. But if not, then I'm hoping I will find another job, even if it's working at a place I don't want to work or something out of those lines. I'm just hoping to be working again because we have other goals, and those goals require me to be working again. One of those goals, life goals, is to move out this year. I want to start my own place with my fiance. My fiance and I have been super grateful. My current situation for living arrangements it's perfect for a lot of different reasons. We don't have a lot of bills. We don't have any bills to pay and things. And it really is a big privilege. And I'm just so happy that I've had the opportunity to have some of these formative years to be able to do things that I want to do and have jobs that I can work without having the scary part of money. But that was never a long-term thing. This was a simple thing that my mom was able to do, and I'm just really grateful for it. I'm really grateful to have this experience, to be with my family even longer, and to get to grow up with my sister and watch her grow up and have a place that my cat would feel at home and things. And so I'm just so grateful. We've talked about it. I agree. We need to move out. We need to find our own place, especially with the possibility of having more people join and things in the family in the new year. I think moving out is the best place, so I'll say right here, that is on my mood board. Let's move out. Everything else, it seems like it is for the channel, so we'll jump off 5 goals. I want to work out more. I think that's a big thing. I'm hoping to start that as we get into the rest of this year, or the rest of this seasonal and things are those lines, but okay. let's go ahead and get started. First off, I want to post at least 2 videos a week on the channel. I don't know what days yet. I'm leaning more towards like Monday and Friday because they seem like a good length away, but also they're not. So maybe like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe a Wednesday and a Saturday. I don't know. We'll find out what days work the best for me in the new year. This will go probably like the second or third week in January is when we'll start committing to these like 2 videos a week type of thing. I'm hoping for more. Obviously, I love filming content, making content, and posting content for you guys. I also love overwhelming myself with the amount of content I want to make in a month. In reality, that just doesn't work. Some other constant videos I continue to hope to make monthly as we progress is a 5-book series video, which I've been doing for a few months now. I sometimes do get into a hiccup where I can't find the book I want to read for that video for a few more months, and so those ones might be fewer in between, but I'm hoping to keep that series around in the new year. Another series I'm hoping to keep around is 5-Star Prediction. I've enjoyed those in the past, and I'm excited to see it grow as we continue onwards. Like Do a Murder, like let's solve a murder together. I keep finding books that are not whodunits and trying to solve a murder when it's obvious who the murderer is because it tells me on page 3. So I have to look better for books that are more like actual whodunits, and so hopefully we can find more of those. I'm going to continue looking for them over the next few weeks as we move into January so I can have 12 books, and so I already have those books picked out because that would be great. That would be excellent, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that video. I love doing those videos, and I'm sure there will be another like fun series video that I'll pick up. I also have been very much enjoying doing like a singular vlog like we'll do for Aquatar eventually. I'm also enjoying doing these like bigger like sit down videos like I've done for the Iron Goblin series, but we also have Percy Jackson, which will start in January, that series and things. But yeah, speaking of Percy Jackson, let's move over into doing a month watch along with everyone. I really enjoyed doing the watch along of Red, White, and Royal Blue when it came out in September. And I kept waiting for that opportunity to do it again. To be like, okay, we will watch this series together when it premieres because that was so fun, right? I don't think we'll do that. It just doesn't end up working out schedule-wise. Because like Percy Jackson just started. And like literally started like 2 days ago. And I'm so excited and I want to watch it, but I'm going to wait and watch it with you guys. I'm so excited to watch that with you guys. But I've decided I wanted to wait until all my book coverage of Percy Jackson goes out. And so we actually won't be watching Percy Jackson until February, which is after the entire show goes out. And I think we'll probably do it between 2 live streams that month, doing the first 4 in one half and the last 4 in the other half. I'm also planning on January, which is a bit more ambitious, but the episodes are a bit shorter. We're going to watch the entire second season, Heartstopper, because I haven't seen it yet. And I'd like to have my experience on camera. So watch it together at some point in January. I don't know what day yet. I don't know anything yet. But that's the first 2 months at least taken care of. Maybe I'll break it up and we'll do the first 4 episodes of Percy Jackson in February, the second 4 in March. We'll figure it out as we go along. We also have a few other live streams that are going on. Live streams are going to be a little bit more popular because I'll get into that in 1 second. I do have a jump over to another Jacob in a different like video to cut in. I want to get more consistent with TikTok and Instagram. I don't know if that's, well, I had this idea, which I still might do if I remember. Maybe I'll go to Hobby Lobby this morning, where I want to make a little bookshelf and make little books of all of the books that I read and then review them with the little books on TikTok. So if I do that next year, then I'll do that. That'll be like a big gimmick of mine. I also want to talk about more like writing and stuff on TikTok and stuff. TikTok I'm not so worried about. Instagram, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with Instagram and where I want to stay. I think in the new year we're going to focus on being like a complete bookstagrammer with a little bit of writing on the side, like in some like shorts or reels, I think is what it's called over there, just because. Also, I'm planning on doing shorts over here. You guys tend to like the shorts. I tend to like to make the shorts. They'll probably be reposted from like TikTok, or if I make one for Instagram or something, they won't be specifically made for YouTube unless I think it's important for the video that I'm doing. Those are things you can look out for in the new year, in case you want to follow me on those different platforms. I also want to start a Discord server for all of us. Let me know if that's interesting or not to you guys. Do you guys want a Discord server? There's a few reasons why, and one of those is because I'm doing a year-long read-along and watch-along for Buffy. I've been talking about this for a while now to do a year-long read-along, watch-along for Buffy. I think it's officially time to do it. I think Buffy is something I need in my life, especially because of this thing that I'm going through. I think it's always been there. I need it the most, and it's just screaming to me, watch along. Now let's go ahead and talk about the amount of books I want to read. So this year I still have like 10 more days. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure this is probably going to bump up 12 or 13 books more. We're up to 195 books read currently for the year of 2023 with 51,109 pages. I will have to say I did not read more pages like I thought I was going to from last year. My goal last year was to read 220 books and 57,000 pages was my goals. For this year, obviously, I've not hit either of those goals. Right now, my current goal is to hit 200 books just because I'm so close, and why not? Page-wise, I kind of given up, and it's fine. My next year, it's always to read like one more book than the previous year. So if I read 200 books this year, I would say I only read 4 more books, which is fine. That's not bad. Like, if I only read 4 more books for the rest of the year, cool. I'm not gonna complain or be mad or argue or anything like that. But let's say I only read like 4 more books or 5 more books for the rest of the year, then my next year's goal would normally be 201 books with whatever the page count being, let's say 53,000 pages or whatever. That way I'm continuing trying to push myself to read more and set up my pages, because the more you read, the better the writer you are, the better functionally, and also the more knowledge you have is always the better, and you can read more people's lives and things. I think that's like a big takeaway I want to do next year, is to read more like memoirs and biographies and more nonfiction. I'd also like to branch out and read different people's experiences and different lives, and I don't know, just stop being more in my own like little bubble. I like to burst that bubble, break it out, and start reading more experimental things. But that being said, I'm actually changing a lot of my different goals, because next year is so much about writing, which I'm so excited about and I'm so looking forward to. I'm actually going to reduce the book amount to 100 books. I think last year's goals, I also had 100 when the new year came around. Normally, it's actually like it's my goal to read 100 books by June, and then 100 books by December, like half and half. We'll see where the new year takes me. I'm looking forward to and hopeful for everything involved. We're going to stick with 100 books right now, and that's okay with me. Page count wise, I'm going to say like 40,000 pages is cool. Maybe 30,000, who knows? Not that big a deal to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. Stat wise, though, because I do think that's interesting, always. As of right now, like I said, I read 51,109 pages, a total of 995 books read in 2023. My shortest length book was a Love and War book for 23 pages. The longest book was King of Ash for 980 pages. My average length, which I don't feel like is right. I read so many more longer books. This number should be way higher. It's 262 pages. My goal next year is to make sure it's an average of 300 books. Like 300 pages in my opinion. And my average rating so far is a 3.6, which once again, I don't feel like is completely right. I don't know. Maybe it is. That being said, let me know guys how you guys feel in the comments down below, and what are some of your goals for the new year, if it's life or book related. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.